Religious manipulation. God said I should tell you. When someone says, God said I should tell you, it often catches people's attention. It's like a magic phrase that can make people feel special, chosen, or even afraid to ignore what comes next. People might believe that if God really did speak to someone, then whatever follows must be important, true, or worth listening to. This can make them more willing to believe what they are told and less likely to question or doubt it. Imagine someone hear those words from someone they trust, like a friend, family member, or religious leader. They might feel honored or blessed to be chosen to receive a message from God. This feeling of being singled out can make them more susceptible to whatever message comes next, even if it seems strange or does not make sense. But here's the thing, just because someone says God said doesn't mean it's true. People can use this phrase to manipulate others, to control them, or to get them to do things they wouldn't normally do. It's like a shortcut to someone's trust and belief, a way to bypass their critical thinking and skepticism. For example, a con artist might use this phrase to trick people into giving them money or following their instructions. They might claim that God told them to start a charity or invest in a certain business because people are more likely to trust someone who claims to have a direct link to God. They might not question where their money is really going or whether the investment is legitimate. Similarly, cult leaders often use religious language and claim of divine authority to manipulate and control their followers. They might say that God has chosen them to lead their followers to salvation and enlightenment. This can make people feel like they are part of something special and holy, even if their group's belief and practice are harmful or dangerous. It is not just con artists and cult leaders who can exploit people's trust in the name of God. Politicians, advertisers, and even well-meaning friends and family members can use religious language to sway people's opinion or get them to do what they want. They might say that God wants them to vote for a certain candidate, buy certain product, or support a certain cause. And because questioning or doubting someone who claims to speak for God can feel like doubting God himself, people might hesitate to speak up or challenge what they are told. They might worry that they will be seen as faithless or disobedient if they don't go along with it. This can make it even easier for manipulative people to exploit their trust and vulnerability. So, what can people do to protect themselves from being manipulated in the name of God? The most important thing is to use their critical thinking skill and not to blindly trust anyone who claims to speak for God. They should ask questions, do their own research, and listen to their own inner voice. And if something doesn't feel right or make them uncomfortable, they should not be afraid to speak up or say so. By staying vigilant and not letting their guard down just because someone says God said, people can protect themselves from being manipulated, brainwashed, or scammed. They can hold on to their own beliefs and values and not let anyone else dictate what they should think or do. In the end, it is up to each individual to decide for themselves what they believe or who they trust.